What if I told you that some of the most powerful muscle-building exercises on the world require zero movement? Sounds good to be true, right? Most people, especially those over 40, think that if they are not sweating, straining, or repping out sets in the gym, it doesn't count. But here's the catch. Fewer than 1% of people use isometric training the way it's meant to be used. And that's a huge mistake, because these static exercises don't just build strength. They target deep, stabilizing muscles most people ignore, the ones responsible for posture, balance, pain relief, and the best part, you can do them anywhere. Stick around until the end, because exercise 10 might be the simplest, but most powerful move you've never heard of. Let's dive in. Exercise number 1. Wall isometric squat. Don't let the simplicity fool you. The wall squat looks easy until your thighs start shaking like a leaf in a windstorm. Here's how it works. You slide down a wall until your knees form a 90-degree angle, then hold. No bouncing, no reps, just stillness. But inside your body, a war is happening. Your quads catch fire, your glutes lock in, and your lower back muscles work overtime to keep you upright and aligned. It's a full lower body assault, without a single joint being overloaded. What makes this move so powerful is the depth it reaches. But that's just the beginning. The next move might look like yoga, but it's secretly a full-body power pose with hidden benefits no one talks about. Exercise number 2. Warrior pose. At first glance, the warrior pose looks like just another yoga stance. Calm, elegant, maybe even easy, but hold it for 30 seconds, and suddenly you realize why warriors practiced it. This position demands tension from head to toe. One leg lunges forward, the other extends behind. And in that wide, grounded stance, your body becomes a human tripod. Your quads engage, your glutes fire, and your core tightens to hold the line between power and balance. This pose activates deep stabilizing muscles along your spine, hips, and pelvis. Over time, warrior pose doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you steadier. Ready for the next one? Because if you have ever spent hours sitting at a desk, scrolling your phone, or slouching into a couch, this next move is the antidote your back has been begging for. Exercise 3. The Superman hold. You've heard of crunches for your abs. But what about the backside of your body? That's where the Superman hold comes in. And trust me, it's not just a cool name. This move might look easy, lying face down and lifting your arms and legs off the floor. But once you're up there, even gravity starts to feel heavy. This is one of the most underrated core and back exercises out there. Why? Because it directly strengthens the posterior chain, the line of muscles running from your neck to your glutes and hamstrings. As you lift your arms, chest and legs off the ground, your entire backside fires up, your glutes contract. Over time, this one move can undo years of poor posture. You'll sit taller, walk straighter, and feel more solid in your core. And best of all, it requires no equipment, no space, just the floor beneath you and a bit of discipline. Coming up next, if your lower back's been screaming, your hips feel stiff, or your core feels disconnected, this next move is your body's reset button. Exercise number 4. Isometric glute bridge. If your lower back constantly feels tight, if your hips ache after sitting, or if your knees feel unstable when you walk, this next move could quietly fix all of it. The isometric glute bridge might be simple, but the results? Next level. Here's what you do. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Then lift your hips as high as you can and hold. No pulsing, no bouncing. Just lock it in and breathe. Now the magic starts. Your glutes fire up like a furnace, your hamstrings tighten, and your lower back and core join forces to keep your pelvis stable. Women also love this move for the added bonus: firmer glutes and hip tone. It builds muscle without heavy weights and promotes circulation in the pelvic region, which can even help with mobility and hormone health. No equipment, no gym, just raw, controlled strength you can build from the comfort of your floor. And the next move, it's even simpler, but has one surprising benefit no one expects: spine decompression. Exercise number 5. Dead hang. At first look, the dead hang looks too easy to be effective. Just grab a bar and hang, but here's the twist. This simple-looking move is a posterior reboot, a grip strength builder, and one of the few exercises that can actually decompress your spine without a chiropractor. When you hang from a bar with your arms extended and your feet off the ground, gravity does something powerful. It stretches and separates your spine, gently relieving pressure from your vertebral discs, especially in the lower back and neck. And in today's world, that's gold. We sit, we slouch, we hunch over phones. All of that compresses our spine, tightens our shoulders, and wrecks our posture. This move is brutally honest. You'll feel exactly how strong or weak your grip is, but stick with it, and the payoff is massive. Better posture, stronger arms, healthier shoulders, and a spine that finally gets a break. Exercise 6. Isometric push-up hold. Most people think push-ups are all about reps. Up, down, repeat. But what if I told you the real strength doesn't come from moving, it comes from holding? Enter the isometric push-up hold. A brutal, muscle-burning pause that separates the strong from the truly stable. Here's how it works. You drop into a push-up and stop halfway down. Elbows at 90 degrees, chest hovering just above the floor. And you hold, no motion, no momentum, just raw control. Within seconds, your chest starts screaming. Your triceps lock up, your shoulders beg for relief, and your core, it's working like crazy to keep your spine from sagging or arching. This isn't just a chest exercise, it's a full body tension drill that tests your strength, stability, and mental grit. And the benefits? Insane. This one move builds joint strength in your elbows and shoulders. Now that your arms are on fire, ready to take the heat to your entire body, because next up is the granddaddy of all isometric holds. Exercise 7, the isometric plank. You've seen it, you've probably done it, but if you think the plank is just some boring beginner move, think again. This static hold is deceptively powerful, and when done right, it's one of the most complete core exercises on the planet. The concept is simple. Forearms on the ground, feet together, body in a straight line, and then nothing. Just hold. And within seconds, the shaking begins. But here's what's really happening. Your entire body is locking into place. Your abs engage like steel cables. Your obliques stabilize. Your lower back supports your spine. Your glutes tighten. Your quads fire. Even your shoulders and traps pitch in to hold the line. This isn't just a core workout. It's total body tension. And the best part? The longer you hold, the more muscle fibers you recruit. The plank isn't about flash, it's about foundation. And the stronger your foundation, the more powerful your body becomes. Next, we're diving into a pose that combines strength, flexibility, and balance, all in one stunning static hold. Exercise 8. Reverse tabletop hold. It looks simple, it feels awkward, but the reverse tabletop hold might be one of the most underrated isometric exercises you're not doing. This one targets a spot most people completely ignore, the posterior shoulder chain. The muscles responsible for keeping you upright, opening your chest, and fixing that slouched desk hunch posture. Here's how it works. Sit on the floor, knees bent, feet flat. Hands go behind you, fingers pointing toward your heels. Now press through your palms and feet and lift your hips until your body forms a flat tabletop. Hold it. Instantly, your glutes switch on, your shoulders stretch and stabilize, your chest opens, and your entire back chain, from your hamstrings to your traps, begins to engage. And now that your posture is opened up, next up, exercise 9, bird dog hold. At first glance, the bird dog hold looks almost too gentle to matter. But don't be fooled. This simple ground-level move is a core stability powerhouse, and one of the best ways to bulletproof your spine, sharpen your balance, and train your body to move with purpose. Here's how it works. You start in an all-fours position, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Then you extend your right arm forward and your left leg straight back. Hold, then switch. That's it. But the impact? Way bigger than it looks. The bird dog hold forces your core and lower back to stabilize, while your limbs move out of alignment. That anti-rotation effect, your body fighting to stay centered, lights up the deep muscles around your spine, especially the multifidus and transverse abdominis. These are the muscles that protect your back from injury and pain. And because you're balancing on just 2 contact points, the bird dog may look calm on the outside, but on the inside, it's chaos. Your muscles are firing non-stop to keep you balanced, stable, and aligned. And now we've reached the grand finale, an exercise that combines every principle we've talked about: tension, posture, stability, and total body engagement. Exercise 10, hollow body hold. If there's one isometric move that separates the average from the elite, it's this one. The hollow body hold, a deceptively simple-looking pose that gymnasts rely on to build elite-level core strength, total body tension, and complete control over their movement. And it's not just for athletes. If you want a stronger core, better posture, a more resilient spine, and the kind of stability that protects you in everyday life, this is the move. Here's how it works. Lie flat on your back. Now raise your arms overhead, lift your shoulders off the floor, and at the same time lift your legs a few inches off the ground, keeping them straight. And there you have it. 10 isometric exercises that 99% of people never do, but should. No gym, no expensive equipment, just your body, your breath,
and a few minutes of focused effort. These simple holds don't just build strength, they rebuild your body from the inside out, improving posture, balance, stability, and even reducing chronic pain. But here's the real challenge. Will you actually do them? If you made it this far, you're already ahead of the pack. So why stop here? If this helped you, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm this content matters. Drop a comment with your age and city. We love seeing where our strongest viewers are tuning in from.